equal.
Well, our players are setting out for the next map, so let's send it back to your casters. It's Vansily and Potter.
Thank you so much, and great job actually holding up the time, and thank you for your patience, chat. Definitely, we are now moving into another map on Breeze, and I'm actually intrigued about this pick from Shopify Rebellion because the last time, just as Doug mentioned on the desk, they didn't look too great against G2 just when they played against it, but they are definitely the team that will learn from their mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. Putting a lot of eyes and focus on Effys and Mel to fix those mistakes, fix this attack side, because this is exactly where Shopify fell short the last time around. A lot of tunnel visioning towards mid. You can see on this pistol, Fluorescent, she wants to peek as soon as Noya gets contact.
You definitely don't want to tunnel vision towards mid now. It's a B hit attempt. Location now spotted by a cam placed up on the top of the ladder. And snakebite towards the ground.
Oh,
the execution comes in, and the trip indeed traps onto Fluorescent. They've gained control of this site, and Isa just fell down towards the ladder. Alexis with a second one now onto Daiki. The rotation cut short by Mel onto Georgina. Everything's looking so good so far for Shopify. Only one falling down from the hands of Bastarda. Hunted down this time by Mel. It's 1-for-1. The camera comes in. Everybody is reloading once again. But Bastarda now, the jig is up. Fluorescent gets the last kill. Again, another one of those plans where Mel's going to say, just take the kill, Fluorescent.
Yeah.
Get those blade storms.
You know what? All good. Let me just step back, not give you a free orb or anything like that. And a stark difference coming through for Shopify. Sure, Fluorescent, there was a moment where she could have gotten punished from that trip. The last time around Shopify, that was their crux. But this time, all players doing their duties, taking care of those trips, taking care of the camera. And just the slimmest of margins. Daiki did so much work in that round. Both shock darts almost getting a double kill. So great response for Liquid, but Shopify were just decisive in that pistol.
When it's the power numbers, that time around, the trades are going to have to be pristine for the players. Crossfiring within the B site did work out. This round, default play all towards the spawn. Guardian in the hands of Fluorescent. And yeah, Bizarra's already down to 35 HP.
Good lineup. Great lineup. Nothing there yet, but kind of using this anti-eco to figure out and sniff out exactly what those setups are going to be. That's beautiful for Bastarda, at least with the classic. Gonna walk away with one, but Shopify are so grouped that Viper Wall is going to allow them to just get past Daiki's lines. Oh, and a quick getaway for Mel as well.
When they know the Cyber's being set up towards this B site and hurt the recon dart now coming out from elbow down towards middle. This should be good positioning now for Shopify. Three players watching that line of sight, watching that cross. It's a classic and a share between a full arsenal of Shopify. A couple of Bulldogs in this Guardian. And they're not afraid for Shopify. Once again, trying to get this Blade Storm activated ASAP for Fluorescent.
Oh, that shot was actually very close for Daiki, but Fluorescent says, let me do one better for you. Just do a one tap through the wall there.
I still can't get over that owl silver.
And a clean anti-eco approach here for Shopify. Again, Sarah having a bit of a different approach than the last time. She's going around, sniffing around, and trying to figure out exactly what the setup is for Cypher. And look at this, Shopify. It looks like they want to rinse and repeat what their pistol was. All 5 members very much grouped. And this is Shopify's bonus.
Careful.
Not too sure if the trip's placed correctly here for Isa, if they're going to try to do the pistol round for Shopify. And because the money is low, there's only one trip. A great opportunity for Shopify Rebellion to move as a group within this B site.
Oh, Fluorescent barely just doesn't make it on top of the site, but it's okay. No defenders in that area. What a shot coming out here for Daiki.
They still have a 3-player stack within the site for Team Liquid. Finally, one falling down. Up towards the Berlin. This half wall is Isa. Dashed in as Bastarda for the support at the same time. Aljo to get information. We have yet to prime the spike for Shopify. We want to keep it calm, but we're giving so much time for Team Liquid to rotate across until 2 instantly fall. And now a third. Vizera instantly becomes the last player standing. Underhand flash, full blinded, but Sarah's out there for the save. Noya and Sarah stays alive, and Shopify get the bonus.
The 3-2-1 triple swing coming out here for Shopify. I thought for sure that when that drone was in the air, no tag in sight, it wasn't going to be enough. But the fact that that drone did spot out where those defenders were going to be, Shopify just decided, let's peek, let's fight right now.
And another strong start for Shopify. And Team Liquid, they have nothing to work with going into round number 4. But the crowd's still there to support Team Liquid here. Full house in the CBLOL Arena. And with this buy, it's only a Marshall in the hands of Bastarda. But once again, Team Liquid, they have a 4-player stack this time instead of B. It's the A site. We haven't seen Shopify really test that in the early rounds yet.
Yeah, gambling it out, trusting that Isa's going to be able to buy enough time for these CT rotators to make it in time. Sarah again with that same lineup. There's one.
Underhand flash to check the right camera.
She didn't get it.
Broken, so this is good information that will happen right now for Isa. Holding it down towards Berlin. The rotation's coming across.
Yeah, Cam's still up for Isa though. We'll be able to find a lot of info. Bastarde's hot on this Viper's heels, wants to pinch. Look at these players at elbow as well.
Mel's in a tough spot. Now pushes all the way back towards spawn. Now she leans back. Oh, the timing's good for them. She's gonna call it right now on that rotate. So Shopify Rebellion getting ready for that push towards the B main, but there's still players towards the elbow.
Oh, no.
Camera finally got broken. Mel misses the shot, and Dikey gets the pick. And an opportunity to move back in, but Fluorescent moves forward. But started with the Marshall, then on to Noya. Numbers are dwindling down on the defense, but finally, we answer back for Shopify. We stopped the bleeding. No surprises out for Team Liquid on an eco this time around.
Oh, but the surprises. Oh, man, that surprised me for sure, though. Definitely, all of a sudden, 4 members in Mel's face. Too many bodies to choose from, but thankfully, the rest of the Shopify members were ready in that post to go. Team Liquid decides to gamble for that A stack. Doesn't pay off for them, but I like how Bastarde went hunting. You saw Bastarde challenge Fluorescent on that long line. No operator still in sight here, though, for the defenses. We're coming into the 5th round, and there's that timeout. There might be something they can do with the money to maybe pass something over, but it's looking like no sniper rifle coming out to play here on the defense. And, you know, that was a huge point of conversation the last time around when we talked about Breeze the first time, kind of that debut earlier this week. You've got to be able to kind of plan ahead. You've got to get those finances in order and have one of your teammates start saving for that op a lot earlier if you need to. But once you lose that pistol round on defenses, those protocols need to start coming out to play.
That's it right there. Shopify Rebellion getting that pistol round, not allowing the economy to snowball for Team Liquid, which was a different story against G2. And as we look at how Shopify is approaching this map on Breeze, it's always been towards the extremities at the start. And now knowing that the economy should be low here for Team Liquid, there shouldn't be any surprise ops. Shopify finally looked for that control on middle.
Yeah, and at the same time, it seems like Team Liquid are putting up some sort of trap play here as well. You can see KO right hot on Bastarde's heels. They want to try to challenge towards this A main, but they're going to be so fast and ready for this doors.
Bastarda's up there on the railing. Oh, and dink onto Bastarda. She has forced the fall back. Null command coming out from Alexis at the same time. Isa on the top of the staircase. Still can't find her opponent, but Zera's there for the 2 kills. And there's the beautiful crossfire done in the end. The pathing was good for now, until Bizarra is now stuck towards the orange. There's only 2 players left alive now as Mel drops Bizarra and evens up the tally. Can he get the res though onto Alexis to give the advantage back onto Shopify? They'll get it.
Spike still on Sarah's back. They're trying to figure out exactly where these rotates are going to be coming from, and that's all the info Shopify needs. Sarah doesn't need her help. She's just going to one-tap both players and get the spike down for that extra money. Hunter's Fury in play here for Shopify.
That's why her name is Sarah Frags. She could do it all in herself. And especially on these maps where it's open. Been a great initiator for Shopify. Ever since she joined the team. Pivotal player. And also good on the kills. And yeah, look at those shots.
Yeah, from both squads, right? I mean, Bizarra did so much work on that KO. I mean, if Bastarde didn't just get completely gushed in the beginning of that, where she had to really fall back, probably a different looking defense, but Bastarde's gonna follow this drone. That trip completely ruins everything for her.
It must have been a miscomm there because the L drone went through and never saw that trip. So that gives an opportunity here for Shopify to just split within the site and look at Fluorescent even moving forward. Although, that Molly hitting her for the last tick, not really watching it yet. It's being pinged at least that there's players rotating all the way towards spawn already.
Yeah, as soon as that drone spots, there it is. It's Fluorescent's turn to get hers. And that dash, she's so quick, so crisp. Gonna finish it off with a triple. And that is scary stuff if you're on Team Liquid's side. Shopify are warming up and heating up into this. We mentioned those Hunter's Furies coming out, both squads with them. Bizarra's gonna have to place herself in an optimal position so she can be the one to respond. Shopify are so grouped, and why shouldn't they be? Their B hits have looked spectacular so far. The prep has been coming through. Sarah knows exactly how to handle these trips.
They handle these trips with these shock darts. We talked about that utility being so good for Sarah. Fluorescent already looking at dash across the flash. Why is there though an opportunity for Daiki to pick her off?
I cannot use that.
That was a miscalculation from the attack side as Bastarda walks down towards the elbow. We're starting to see some movement, some breathing coming out from TL until Sarah Noya runs out within the A site.
Sarah still has this Hunter's Fury. As this spike goes down, she's gonna want to cross, and that's an uncharacteristic miss for Bastardi, unable to punish. It's still a 3v3.
There's that Hunter's Fury coming out from the defensive side. That's Daiki all the way towards the spawn. Cannot get that ping, and Noya catches her as she pushes all the way down towards Shop, right into the spawn. A retake with an op so difficult here as Bastarda's moving forward. And as she was just about to scope for that click, Mel dispatches her. It leaves now Iza on a 3 versus 1, and yeah, that's gonna be the call. Pick up the op, save it, get the cage up. You're gonna need whatever you can to try to salvage these rounds. And we're starting to see why Shopify wanted to pick this map.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, just the pace and the calling right now is so spectacular. We've been talking about these B hits, how much success Shopify have had from the pistol to their bonus, and now in round 7 as well, but it was all a fake. It was all a fake. Shopify were down 3 versus 5, and they're able to convert this one. Such a huge momentum swing, and that punish at the end there as well onto Issa really puts a nail in the coffin on the economic side for Liquid. Shopify, they are dominating to start here in map 3.
TL still trying to learn, still trying to figure out what they could do now on this first half. I mean, this is the first time that they're bringing out this composition, the first time that we're seeing the map play for Team Liquid side, and it's such a tough moment to do this. Right in the grand finals. Aldron's gonna get some information right now on this lower buy that we see coming out from Team Liquid. Daiki does get the first blood though and manages to fall back and stay safe at 7 HP. Sarah's
So
around
much
the corner.
information.
Noya peeking forward. Nice bulldog though. That was a force buy coming out from Iza to get that pick. The fight coming out from Bastarda. A dash away. The ping on the second one. And it works out. The lure buy that you have for Team Liquid becomes their first round.
Yeah, Bastardi, she reacted so well from the get-go. One of the only rifles on her side. She's decided to scrim down mid, and as that contact happened towards B, she identified and recognized, hey, I've seen this round before. This is the group round where Shopify are trying to do their B exec. Quickly is able to flank and put that pinch on, and that's exactly what Team Liquid needed from their duelists to step up here. Still though, Vans, still no op in sight. The money has not been in the favor of Liquid all half long.
At least the op is out on side of Fluorescent. Already moving up towards the middle, trying to get the pick up towards the elbow. Flash to keep players back. Aldron to try to counter and get information, and now they'll see that there's an op here.
Aldron for Aldron. This allows Fluorescent to really get deep on the lines here. And Daiki has no idea how much ground Fluorescent has gotten. That really ruins the defenses over towards B, but Bastarde is gonna react. She's gonna respond.
Pushing down towards the middle, cutting these rotations, updrafting over, and it's not gonna get heard. And maybe that flash that was thrown by Alexis blinded that Aldron, so they didn't know the op was there. So Fluorescent gets that pick. Bastarda still has an opportunity to close within this B side. Oh! Dash open, dashes away. And now here comes Shopify. Once again, full force within this B site. No command activate on the defense from Bazera. Nice pick coming out from Berlin onto Noya and the deep cubby. Fluorescent though still with the stop by the pillar. Left and right, support from Alexis. Bazera now still ticking with the null command. Underhand flash being thrown. The pink out, Bazera comes in for the kill. Last one to come across is Georgina. And Shopify, they're looking so good on these B hits.
They are. The prep coming through strong. That was a Jet entry with an operator.
Yeah.
Fluorescent quickly changing the pathing. All half long, she's been going left side on top that pillar. This time goes straight forward. And that double peek from Alexis back behind that half wall. Beautiful stuff, just consistently fighting together and not giving Liquid those duels they want. There's too many bodies in front of them. Beautiful teamwork for Shopify, and I feel you on that one. It's a slow start for Liquid, but we've seen these before.
Oh, the dash right in! Fluorescent turns around against the headshot, but Bastarda, finally they have an off out in the hands for Team Liquid, and she answers right back. The flash doesn't affect her, so she can still hold the line towards middle. The rotate's coming across, but the position is so far forward on the defense as they hear the full rotate over towards this B site.
Yeah, Sova versus Sova. Daiki was aware, but Sarah's just faster to the trigger here. Shopify, they can choose to wait for their second initiator to regroup with them, but it decides they're just going to contact out. They know it's been a Cypher.
Oh, the shots out from Isa. Then by Bastarda once again holding that line all the way towards the spawn. Spike is down, Sarah picks up the op, and she's now going to have to play the deathmatch. Spotted the first one being Isa. Spike's down out in the open just by the ladder, and the line is held on the other side. And it's seen easily by Bastarda, and Team Liquid put the second one up.
The off angles, and there we go. Operator on Bastarda's back, and finally breathing life back into the Liquid camp. And these shots, I mean, Isa with this double on Cypher. I don't even know if we caught the side of Bizarra's kill, but that little jiggle one tap with the Vandal was freaking beautiful. And Liquid again showing up right in the nick of time. I mean, last map it was 4-8 where Liquid brought that comeback happening. So these players still feeling very confident. Now this KO ultimate online.
Right here.
Picked up by Alexis, and Shopify Rebellion looks like they want to change the pace once again to leverage Fluorescent to open things up. Has a Vandal back in her hands. Sarah playing just behind the double boxes. The flash has been heard. It's being cleared, but Sarah still wins those two fights. A 2v1, only one player holding within this A site. The wall's about to come up, and here's the execution. But Bizarra still holds, stays away, out of sight from the Aldrone. Here's a dash coming in. This should be a free kill onto Sarah. Molly on one side to focus on the left. There is that peek to spot two more.
Exactly where you
And as Nora gets the kill on the rotate, throws the hat. Bastarda gets the pick onto the Null Commander. Will not allow the res to happen.
Oh my!
Bizarra gets the dink, then onto Noya. Pit comes out.
Bizarra's doing so much work. Shopify have had to invest so much into this round to have a chance. KO still down, unable to res. Spike is not planted.
And looks like for Shopify, they're trying to just peek out and try to surprise Bastarda. It's still holding the edge of that pit. Noya finally has taken enough ground to support her teammates back towards the A main. The double swing coming out from Shopify. The long-range daggers, though, as Bastarda's on a 1 versus 2. 18 seconds left, dashes in, but misses the shots. Mel gets the pick. And Shopify now, they get another round.
Last round before the
Thankfully for Shopify, Sarah is just a beast. And I like the move for Team Liquid, right? It's been Bastarda going and punishing and trying to challenge that deep flank, consistently flanking. This time, they bring the two to try to hunt, re-clear, and get theirs. But, I mean, if your Sova's just able to punish and get a double kill like that, definitely makes things a lot easier if you're on Shopify's side. At least for Liquid, though, in this last round, they're able to bring the op back out into the hands of Bastarda.
Sarah has a second Hunter's Fury within the half. Op shot now missed by Bastarda. You mentioned that flash, so now once again Shopify knows that there's another operator now cornered and pinned within the A site. Started moving up on middle to try to close in once again on the B, but there's a pit out there on the defense set up by Georgina.
Yeah, and depending on what that drone saw and what Fluorescent sees, you can expect Noya to pick up this pace here and again try to take care of that Cypher stuffs. Daiki saw 3 members with that drone.
And this is good info for Shopify, right? They heard the op, they saw the L drone, they know the pit's there, they just broke a camera on B. And Shopify is still leaning in for this pinch within the B site.
Yeah, the one-way is coming up huge! Isa peeking right in the nick of time, and it's Alexis going down with no trade in sight, but Floor's in there.
Noya gets stopped. Floor is in there, and she's also stopped by Isa, who anchors on the B site. Sarah's at the last player standing, and we have a prime gaming flawless to end our half for Team Liquid. Couldn't have it any better there.
You couldn't. You really couldn't, especially if we think of how that second map ended. It's just like this. Liquid kind of shifting that momentum as this last round ends, and they're able to have a dominant one to put another round on the board.
That util continues to be so good there for Isa. That one-way cage, as you mentioned before, the tag onto another one. And that third round was much needed here for Team Liquid as they take the attacking side. But with that, it's time to bring it back to the floor with an interview with Khalil from Furia.
Hey there! So, I was going to say I'm here with Khalil, he's from Furia, but now, today, he's Bastardinha's boyfriend. So, I'm going to ask him how does it feel like being here and watching her playing just as she did back in LA. E aí, como é que você se sente assistindo sua mina jogando aqui, arrasando, sendo que ela já fez isso por você lá em Los Angeles?
Eu fico muito feliz de assistir ela, principalmente no campeonato mundial, na final, né? É muito gratificante para mim também retribuir isso, porque ela foi lá nos Estados Unidos, em Los Angeles, assistir no meu jogo contra a MBR, inclusive a gente ganhou, então tipo, foi insano. E, mano, eu fico muito feliz de assistir ela aqui, eu tô torcendo muito por ela.
He said that he basically feels really good because this is kind of a retribution, you know. She was in LA watching him, including winning, you know. So this is really important and he's really cheering for her. E agora, deixa eu te perguntar, com essa breeze difícil, e aí, você acha que ainda assim dá pra gente levar?
Não, com certeza. Como eu falei em outra entrevista, o mental delas são muito forte. Tipo, isso dá pra ver esse ano inteiro nessas séries que elas jogaram, tipo, mano, com certeza elas vão virar.
I asked him about Breeze because it's really hard right now, the moment for Team Liquid, but he said that he's fine because their mental is really good. Along this year, they prepared really hard for this and they trained as well. So he really thinks that everything is going to be fine. Thank you very much, Khalil, and let's go Liquid.
Let's go Liquid.
Okay, see you there.
Thank you so much, Brian. Yes, indeed, let's go Liquid. We definitely do want to see a 5-map series in this grand finals. And looking at how the discussion is going through, there's a lot of support there once again from the crowd and also from Bastarda. We talked about her during the interview. She's done quite good there on the defensive half, but they're still trailing behind by 6 rounds as we move into the second half.
They are, and they want to tee up Bastarda to start in this pistol as well. Sheriff in her hand to boot. Fluorescent on the other side with the Sheriff as well. Jet versus Jet action, and very similar start to what we saw in the first half.
First contact already, and that was Noya that got spotted. 3-player stack from Shopify within the B site, and you just saw the pop shots trying to break those tripwires early within the round for TL. But they don't break really anything as of yet. So now we're trying to see if we can sell a fake towards this A side.
Here.
We want to let Isa go and try to get some ground as they apply a lot of pressure towards this B. Team Liquid's plan all along was just to exchange and trade some util, meet back up with Isa in this mid-double doors area, and that camera break is huge for Isa.
Especially now that they have mid-control in pretty much both extremities for TL. They can really work the map across, so it comes down to that still.
Wow.
Right, but started with the headshot. Long-range Sarah answers right back, but TL have committed within the A site for a plant.
Yeah, this wall coming out for Georgina is going to be huge. Bizarra still has a flash primed. As soon as that wall goes up, as soon as Shopify indicate that they're going to retake, you can expect a fight coming out for Team Liquid.
Camera just spotted Fluorescent on the top of that wall too, so she's going to try to jump it up and look down the line of sight towards the railing, but Georgina was there to pick her off. Meanwhile, Daiki pushed her way up towards the spawn. The swing coming out, and then the shock darts right at the feet, but Isa's there for the support. Now Alexis is all alone, swinging out, stopped right away by Georgina as TL finally get their pistol.
What a plan, what a strategy coming out here for Liquid. From the start, I mean, just you could see the wheels turning and the motions going. It was a beautiful start, and Bastardi was just always ready to punish in that connector area. If anyone was going to come sniffing towards that mid, she was always going to be ready for it. And Isa did everything to perfection in this round as well. Beautiful calls coming out here for Daiki and squad. Yes! You can see how much it means to the coaching staff as well. I mean, this is almost a deja vu moment. No caster curses here. This is Liquid trying to gain that momentum again.
And with that momentum already dashing within the site, there's only Mel in the back. Right-click classics, then one right into Doma Bastarda. Bizarra's there for the support right away. There's that push to rotation, and it's denied by Sarah. But at least Isa was able to get one for her troubles. A 3 versus 3. Spike has been planted for main. Maybe Georgina looking to move back to even play lineups. A Shopify or Owl droning to re-clear. Back towards the railing.
Yeah, Georgina still wondering if anyone is on the flank. Bizarra, gets pinged out, but she's able to dash away. She's able to get into A main.
There's the lineups. And that clock definitely ticked down, so they have an opportunity to delay even more. Shock darts on top of that. I mean, what can you really do on both ends? Not much.
Not much. I almost thought I did the caster curse thing again. I got nervous there. I'm not gonna lie.
I was gonna say something, but I'm like, you know what? Let's just let the round play
I
out.
was scared. But you said it, right, Vans? I mean, Team Liquid, sure, things got dicey, but they just played to their fundamentals. Immediately, when things hit the fan, players started going into their positions, the Vipers starting to do the lineups as they should, and Daiki just able to clean up shop. So things got nervous for me and you, but the players, they're cool. They're calm.
Cool. But within this round, it's not going to be as cool or as easy for Team Liquid. So playing objective base, grabbing up this orb for Daiki is huge because she'll have the Hunter's Fury pretty much the next round. The bonus round that they have this time here is not that great.
It's not, but Bastarde has the Guardian in her hands, and she's so confident right now, Vance, taking so much ground, knows exactly where Fluorescent is, but that camera, the timing, pushes Fluorescent off the angle.
Yeah, and that's why the camera set by Noya was given that confidence of that positioning where Fluorescent was at. It looked like she was playing out in the open, but there's method behind the madness on that positioning.
Daiki's already had to use her drone, so not going to be able to find much information. That dart should be coming in tow. Gonna allow Bastarde to see what she wants to flash at, but she's blind.
Everybody's blind, and the wallbang comes through after Alexis got pinged, but it's a 1-for-1, still a great opportunity for Shopify Rebellion to close around with 4 players alive against Team Liquid's lower buy. But Daiki's the one that's lurking forward, trying to gain some more space, but there's 3 players that are rotated out from Shopify. Back towards the spawn, clearing up towards the staircase. Oh, one might get caught. Daiki has made it across here towards Orange, trying to look back towards the staircase to flash, blinded 2 players, but there's 23 seconds left on the clock. We have to start moving forward. The rotate got denied by Georgina in the interim. Plant's about to come down, but Shopify is closing in. Georgina answers once again from middle. A flash looking on the right, knife out in the hands, denied by Mel. Up to Georgina, pinged once, but not punished. Reload into Guardian, lands that shot, but Mel was right there when she stuck the plant at halfway.
And these quasi-buys, these sheriff rounds, you just don't have any time in this series to hold your breath, or rather catch your breath. Liquid are so aggressive. And I mean, we saw it on pistol round and we saw it here on this round again. The way that Issa is applying her Viper Wall, or rather Georgina is placing her Viper Wall on the hit itself. It's just enabling her players in the site to find whatever duels they want.
And that Hunter's Fury mentioned before is saving grace for Team Liquid to be a little bit more aggressive towards this A. It starts off with them trying to create just a little bit more noise towards the A side at the beginning, putting Bastarda in a great position on the top of the bricks. Rotating across, Alexis was not afraid. Walks all the way down towards middle, gets a pick. Meanwhile, Bastarda also falls. That is not a great start for Team Liquid here.
That was Alexis just peeking long-range dry when she heard the drone as well. Oh, almost gets caught out. Her teammate tries to save her, but she gets punished. Good molly for Alexis, good response. She's gonna be able to fall back, and still numbers advantage for Shopify, but Team Liquid, they're slowly starting to gain ground. Bizarra's sniffing it out, trying to figure out exactly what this setup is towards this B.
But the execution is going to be so difficult. They have no Viper. They have no dash from a Jet. A knife, though, suppressing one player at the KO on the other end. Now they have to move as a death ball to break these trips. Slowly inching in are Shopify Rebellion as Daiki's taking the matter in their own hands. 2-piece for the round. Underhand throw. Half blinding Bizarra as Isa cuts across. Mel makes it a 1 versus 1. This shouldn't have been a 1 versus 1, but Team Liquid are saving a round so far with those 2 players. Isa spotting Mel. Mel putting down the stake by camera is up. So they know she's towards the tunnel. She decides to go for the surprise swing right into the molly, but Mel was ready for it. Comes in for the defuse, and Shopify's up at 11.
Fair play for Issa. She absolutely thought that Mel was taking that timing to wide swing on her left, decides to tank the molly herself and go for a heroic 1v1, but Mel is just too ready for it. And that was a great hit coming out here for Team Liquid. I mean, Shopify, they're able to stabilize, but they were already a man advantage that whole time. All things considered for Liquid, this was incredible shots coming through. And Alexis is just such a hero in this round. Not to mention that opening from down in mid, but also just to close things out here with Mel as well.
Timeout now, the last one being called by Team Liquid. Available now for Breeze. Third map of this series in the grand finals. And Team Liquid, ever since Shopify has gotten their money right, haven't really had a chance now to really fight back. Well, maybe they did. That last round did come down to a 1v1 with heroic plays for
these rounds have been close.
Yeah, definitely.
They have been neck and neck, especially since, I believe it was round 11, 9-2, or rather 2-9 if you're Liquid side. But ever since that last part of that first half, Liquid have certainly been heating up into this Breeze map. And it's their debut, right? It's definitely not a map that they've had a lot of time to practice leading up to this one.
Yeah, we mentioned it. Their first practice is a grand finals match on this map. And if they're able to overcome this, bring this a comeback in this second half, who knows where this story is going to go in this BO5. And now this round, 3 players for Team Liquid working up towards the middle. Initiator on the right side, Cypher Lurk on the left for Team Liquid on this 1-3-1.
Daiki trying to figure out if Shopify have changed up their defenses, looking for the Cypher trip, but Bastarda is so aggressive.
That Hunter's Fury is huge right now from Sarah. So many pings coming out, also keeping Team Liquid at bay, forcing them to push back towards the middle. And we're seeing a similar setup from Shopify Rebellion, a pit towards the B main, the camera to spot some players towards the tunnel. It looks like Team Liquid, they're maybe looking to ball up here to fight against the pit.
Yeah, it's going to be so difficult. It's the Viper plus Cypher in tandem with, and look at Fluorescent. She wanted to go sniffy. She wanted more in mid. KO is hot on her heels as well.
Timing's so good right now, though, for the players pushed all the way up towards the A's main, or towards the spawn, rather. And unfortunately, Bastarda couldn't trade it out against Noya at 5 HP is what remains after she trades off the kill.
All players, they're just barely limping, Vans.
Trying to make that hero play, denied right away. Up to another one to try to walk in. It's Bizarra with the Bulldog. Walking right on the other end.
30 seconds.
Now still within the Pete.
Last player standing.
There's so many of them just waiting for Bastarda, and Mel knows that the last... Oh my god, this timing is everything, but Mel does stabilize, and you mentioned it, Vans, the fact that it was the Viper's pit and the Cypher that Team Liquid felt like they had to end on just makes it so difficult when you're trying to exec. They weren't able to take care of the trips earlier on, and this double lurk through mid, if they were able to kind of catch Noya or at least make that trade happen a lot sooner, and if Bastarda was a lot healthier in that trade, Team Liquid probably make this round look a little bit differently, but Viper's pit is just so damn strong on the defenses.
And it had to be so annoying for Bizarra that was looking for that kill against Mel the whole time and couldn't get that timing right. So now,
My ult's ready.
map point now for Shopify Rebellion. 12 on the board. Blade Storm now activated. And a null command available for Alexis here to really stop that Blade Storm that we currently have here for Bastarda.
Yeah, exactly. And even though Alexis is on the other side of things, you can expect her to be extra mobile here and try to seek out where that exec is going to come to have a response. But these are just long-range duels in mid. If you're Team Liquid, you're happy with this.
Not this time around, though. Sarah's another one that pushes down. That's a spike down. The recon dart gets broken, so she knows that there's more players now inching towards this B site. Spike now being picked up. Commitment now to move within this B site. He's like, it's a nice flick, though, onto Noya. There's that null command from Alexis that finally pops out, playing towards the pillar. But with the pings, she'll give out her position. Out As the wall comes down, she gets the kill. Snake bite onto the ladder. There's only Bastarda left. Hit by the null command. Cannot do anything with the Marshall.
Defenders win.
Shopify Rebellion closes out the third map, 13-5 in a one-sided affair.
What a map coming out for Shopify. My goodness, I was worried. I think all of us were a little bit, especially with what we witnessed coming out the first time around from this squad. But absolutely, they want to put all our worries on the back table. They say, hey, that was just a fluke. And they dominate. This Breeze, it looked so clean.
And now Sunset is on the horizon for the fourth map of this grand finals for the VCT Game Changers in Sao Paulo. We'll see you after the break.